Hello,
Okay.
welcome to this special episode of Love and Well-Being in the Workplace. As we celebrate the Love Month, where we explore how love through kindness, appreciation, and emotional support shapes our workplaces
True.
and overall our well-being. So, love isn't just about romance. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree
Yes. So,
completely.
fine. I agree too. So, it's also found in small moments of care we experience every day, whether it's a supportive colleague, a kind word from a leader, or a
Yes,
workplace culture that prioritizes well being. These elements can definitely impact how we feel and perform at work.
correct.
So, today, I'm happy we are having you as our guest. So, let me introduce Sunita Thakur, an experienced HR professional with over 13 years of expertise. She has worked as a consultant with ABC Consultants, a global consumer practice, pharma and healthcare, and has also served as a lead talent acquisition at ACG.
Yes,
Currently, she's in HR manager at VVF, where she oversees corporate HR role.
correct.
So we're excited to have you, Sunita, and also to get your insights, your experiences, and
Sure.
strategies for fostering a workplace where
Sure.
people truly feel valued.
Of course. Of course. Thank you so much, ma'am. Shell. Thanks a lot for that lovely, lovely introduction. Hi, everyone. As I have been introduced, my name is Sunita. And first of all, I would like to thank ma'am Shell, Ritu, and Nilofer for giving me this lovely, lovely opportunity, to talk about love and well-being at workplace. This kind of topics are not really generally spoken, everywhere. So thank you so much, first of all, for giving me this opportunity. And I'm really, really excited to share my insights on this. Let's get started.
Great. So I'll begin with my question. So my first question to you is,
Yes.
what can a colleague do
Mhm.
to make a difference in your workday or well-being?
Great start to that question, I must say. A great start to this particular session. I think just being positive, okay, when you walk in, like I'll just talk about myself. My day starts very early. I drop in my daughter, and then when I reach office, I see to it from the gate till I reach my work desk. Whosoever I could see visually, I would greet everybody with a smile and a good morning. I don't know what impact that would be to that person, but I feel immensely positive, and immediately that person, whether it's a security guard, it's a helper, or somebody who's serving me a coffee, or a lot of time my boss whom I see first, just, hey, hi, good morning, that one positive cheer from my end, starts my day very positively. And I think what is very, very important is your positivity and your aura that you bring to a workplace. Okay, that's one. Okay, that's your positivity. That's the change that you can bring in. Other things that what at workplace a colleague can bring in, or your subordinates, is just being little helpful, more caring. Okay, I have a jargon, LCRT: love, care, trust, respect.
Oh,
If
wow.
you give LCRT, you get LCRT, back. So it is very, very important, to give positivity, give love, give care to your surroundings, and I'm sure you're going to get it back. But just that one positive start of the day, okay, either by yourself, your leader, your colleague, is going to work a lot for you. Just a quick all the best to you for your presentation to your colleague, or thank you for sharing your insight on this particular project, talks a lot about you being I think caring about your colleagues. So yeah, that would be my answer to your question.
Great. So I think beginning the day with positivity is the
Yes.
key.
Yes.
I also start my day, but I'm going to kind of, take your input on the NCR because that's a new thing for me. And I
Yes.
think Maybe your
Yes.
mantra will work for me too as well.
Yes, yes, and that's a mantra that everybody, and I am not just saying this for work. I think LCRT works for all kind of relationships. It's a home, it's your office, it's in the cab, wherever, you just practice this and you're going to get it back 100 times
Fabulous.
more.
So fabulous. So I think even our audiences, when they hear us, they can also use this if they're not already using it.
Of
So my
course.
next question to you is, how does feeling valued at work impact
Mhm.
mental health and productivity? What is your key to it?
A lot, would you want to, or anybody who is listening to us right now, would you want to go to your home if your mom, your husband, your brother, your sister is not being very welcoming? Would you want to go home? The answer is no. It's the same thing at workplace. It's absolutely the same thing. If you're appreciated, if you're cared, if you're respected, you want to, you know, get up every day with a smile, with a positive mind, go to work. A very important thing that I see here is how do you approach this. Okay. Very, very importantly is your appreciation or your good words or your gestures, or your friendly behavior, would talk a miles, for this particular one.
Great. So I will take the next question from the second question itself on appreciation. So,
Yes.
how can appreciation from a leader at work or a co-worker boost your motivation?
Oh, appreciation. I would still say I'm being a little biased here, but yes, kudos from your boss is something which everybody thrives for. Okay. A one great work email from your boss. Like I have a folder in my inbox where I have saved all my appreciation emails. So the day when I feel low, I open that plethora of emails and I go through, all the appreciations, that your boss. But yeah, it is very, very important that, your boss is being very appreciative of you. What happens is when your bosses appreciate you for your task or something that you did out of your way, you want to take bigger challenges. You want to, stretch a little bit more at your workplace. You want to, do something to get that appreciation again, like a little child. I have a toddler. So if she's dancing and if I say, wow, this is so nice, you did it so well, she would keep on dancing for next 2 hours. Just the same way with us, as I think as human beings, everybody thrives for an appreciation, or probably if you are hosting an event, at a larger scale, and then one colleague of yours or one leader walks to you and say that, you know what, you did a great job, and next time all the events you want to host, because you will thrive for that appreciation. You feel motivated, you feel like coming to work, you feel respected, and you want to stretch a little bit more, I must say that.
Yes, I think to sum up to what you're saying, there is no
Yes.
age bar for appreciation. Everyone loves
No,
to be
everybody
appreciated.
loves it.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. And
And
people
I'm
who are
sure
saying that
whether
no,
it's work,
are lying.
yes, whether it's at work or whether it's at home,
Home.
we all
Yes.
want to be feel
Appreciated.
appreciated.
Well, let me just also add on to that, Mamshel, like your mother cooks for you with a lot of love, you eat it every day. Okay, just see that one day that you turn up to your mother and say that this is tasty, man, this is tasting much better than XYZ hotel, and see that big smile on your mother's face. It's just the
Exactly.
same, appreciation, talks a mile, and it is, that give and take that you do with somebody, which feels, wholesome.
Super. So then we move on to the next question.
Yes.
So this would be, how do kindness, empathy, and emotional support kind of shapes workplace culture?
I think everything that you just mentioned is extremely, extremely important, Mamshel. Being kind towards your colleagues, and not only towards your colleagues. I have personally seen, people who are a little lower, at par at you, or your helps, people who are serving you, just saying a quick thank you for a cup of coffee, okay, talks a lot. Just being very inclusive at times, talks a lot. Okay. What is also very, very important here is how kind you are towards everybody, irrespective of their particular level. Let me just share one example with you. Okay, there was one very difficult task that was given to one of our leaders, and I feel uh, the task is given at such a time that we might not be able to complete it, and my leader did it on time. And trust me, I don't know what happened to me. I just said, can I take a minute? And I just want to say, wow. So even leaders would want to feel that kindness, that appreciation. Even they want to hear that, hey, somebody is there learning from you or listening to you, and somebody is also taking a getaway from you. So kindness, I think caring is very, very important at your workplace, and that makes your workplace very, very healthy. Must say that.
Absolutely, I agree with you when you say, appreciate your help, appreciate your housekeeping.
Yes,
They do so much, and most of us take it for granted that,
yes,
it's given, they're supposed to be doing this.
yeah,
But, I truly agree that, you can make a difference to them. And as you rightly said, why not appreciate your leader?
yeah.
It
Yes,
works both ways. It's
as
just
I
not,
said at my first answer, everybody loves appreciation, and I still remember that day, and it was a very difficult task. It was an international assignment that we both accomplished together, and it was a Friday evening that I walked to his cabin and I said, you know what, you did a great job. I just want to say this, and it is coming from a good place of heart. And he said, hey, thanks, I really, this means a lot to me. I think we have two layers of difference, but yes, appreciating your leaders, why not? Why it has to be always, bottom, top to bottom? Sometimes let it be from bottom to top.
yes. So it's not, always expecting something. It's also about giving.
Giving, correct. Yes, give and
So
take.
let's move on to our next question then. Do you
Yes.
think having strong work relationships makes a difference in stress or job satisfaction?
Yes, it does. It does. Your relationship with your colleague or your fellow team members makes a lot of difference. Just that one chai break that every colleague want to go to, and just speak your heart out. It could be a stressful day, you are deep dived in your work, and that 5 minutes or 4 to 4:30 wala chai break with your colleague is, I can't tell you, it's a therapy in itself. Okay, I think it talks a lot. You have to maintain work relationship, and how it goes, ma'am Shell, is it is, if you are happy at work, you are happy at home, and if you are happy at home, you are happy at work.
Yes. So I can relate to that. So, it's the chai corner or the chai break. And for
Yes,
some, it is the smoke break, There
smoke
also
break.
they have a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
of exchange
yes,
of
yeah. I
these
don't
things.
smoke, but still, I think chai
Yeah.
breaks. But sometimes my own opinion to this is that you have managed such a great relationship with your colleagues, or you have made work friends. Sometimes you just want somebody to just listen to you. No judgments, no solutions, nothing. Just come sit with me for 5 minutes, and I want to vent out myself. Those relationships are special, and you will always hold them even after you would grow in your careers. I must say that.
Yes. So we move on to the next question then.
Yes.
What's that one thing to hear from a colleague or a boss that would brighten up your day?
Have you, I am sure everybody has seen Friends here. If somebody has said that I have not seen Friends, please go and watch. It's an amazing series. Okay. And there's a dialogue from Joey, who is very, very famous, saying, how you doing?
Yeah.
How you are doing? Just one, how are you? Means a lot. Okay. Just once, I still remember that I went to work after 2 3 days of sick leave, and the moment I saw my boss, I took my laptop, I rushed to his table, and I said, you know what, this is the to do, and this is what we are going to do. This is the meeting that I have lined up. After that, we will have this meeting. And he said, wait, how are you? How are you feeling today? And I can't tell you, I was almost in tears at that point in time. I was like, thank you for asking that. Yeah, I'm fine now. I'm still under medication, but your how are you has really brightened up my day, and I'm feeling much valued right now. I'm feeling that my leader is caring about me. So just a simple how are you to your colleague, your leader, or just a simple hi, talks a lot. If you see your colleague a little low while going back home, I know everybody is very, very busy with their respective work, but just say hi on WhatsApp, and just quickly check on them that, hey, I saw you not that, enthu today. Is everything okay? How are you? And that would make a lot of difference. So one line, how are you, to everybody, you know. If you see somebody low, just go up to them. Don't think what level they are or what they'll think. Just go up to them and just say, how are you?
I guess that one line from your boss on, how are you doing, would have really melted you, and you would have,
I
you know,
I from my mind, I as a subordinate was like, I am back to work after 2 long days, and I had like plethora of emails which were unread, but I just went and I just started blabbering that I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this. He said, wait, how are you doing? Are you still under medication? Are you feeling okay? Okay, bolo. And I am just, even today, right now when I'm talking, I feel very, emotional about it, honestly.
that's very nice to hear.
Yeah.
So we move on to our next question, where I want to ask you if you could kind of introduce one wellness initiative at your workplace. What would it be?
Um, I personally do meditation. Okay. I follow Sur's yoga meditation, and I do it since my childhood. Okay. Of course, when you're a child, you don't understand meditation. But as you grow up, you practice and you preach, it does positive impacts on your mental as well as, your decision making, your thought process, etc. So if I have to say from my own personal experience, that what one initiative that I would want corporates or anybody to, drive in their respective organization is taking care of mental health of their, employees, which is very, very important in today's time, and people don't talk about it that openly because it's a taboo. You cannot say that, I'm going through stress or I'm going through mental issues, and people make that as an the issue of gossip. Okay, let's not do that. Let's accept that, and probably HR or leaders should come forward, and help people, to drive this kind of initiative. But I would rather suggest, just try 10 minutes to yourself. Just, sit at one place, completely quiet, without your Insta, without your phone, without your laptop. Don't think about work. Don't think about your discussion with your bosses. Just sit quietly for even 5 minutes, and it would just energize you completely. I meditate every single day, and today here I am, and I try my level best to, promote meditation, promote positivity, promote wellness, at workplace, which is, I feel, is very, very important.
Yes, I agree to that. And I believe that, most organizations in the country
Yeah.
look after physical well-being.
Well-being,
You
very
also
much.
said
Everybody
that,
would have a very posh gym at their corporate office, which mostly nobody uses. But yeah, nobody does that. And
yes,
one thing that
it's
I would like to add, ma'am Shell, I'm very sorry, but this is very important. The organization, I think my erstwhile organization had a helpline number. Okay, I think your it was 111 or what helpline, I'm not very sure of. Okay, where whatever mental illness or whatever stress that you're going through, there's a just a number that was written. You can call it from your mobile. You need not take your name. Okay, but just type your employee ID, and there would be a counselor on the other end counseling you. And this was absolutely free of cost, and it was confidential. This kind of initiatives by corporates, to colleagues, not always that people are stressed about work. Okay, it could be something related to your house, something related to litigation, something related to property, anything and everything, and you are stressed because of that, but if there is a counselor that you can speak to, and if corporates being that open towards, mental wellness and, well-being, I think it's going to talk a lot, and it's going to take each and every organization to next level.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say. Most corporates and most companies, they
Yeah.
do look after physical well-being, but
Yes.
they don't think mental well-being is as equally important, which
It
is
is.
very important,
Yes.
because it's important to be mentally fit as equal to being physically fit.
Physically fit.
So
I agree.
yes, but I'm also happy to share that some of the organizations in the country have already started mental
Yes,
well-being,
yes, they have.
and as you rightly said, counseling, and it's good to have. And I'm sure slowly the taboo will slowly erase,
Yes,
but it will
yes,
take a time.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
So my
Hoping for
next
that.
question is, what kind of small gestures contribute to a psychologically safe workplace?
A small gesture from a colleague is just saying thank you. Okay. Just a quick thank you. I'll tell you something which is very, very personal, which I really love. Okay. If there is your colleague's birthday that has passed over the weekend, okay, just take a chocolate and keep it on his or her desk and just disappear. That excitement, like a small child, that who kept this? Oh, thank you. Oh, this was for my birthday. Okay. I remember one of my colleague always fast on a Monday, every Monday she would fast religiously. Okay. So once she was telling me that, how it is hectic for her to carry on with the fast, etc. And I have a maid. So I made sabudana khichdi from my maid and I carried it to work. And more than happy, she started crying, and she said that, thank you, for going that extra mile and just being caring towards, me and understanding that that's very small thing, saying that, oh, it's Monday, it's your fast, here is a sabudana khichdi for you. So why not practice LCRT again, and these are the small things that everybody would love you doing for, love, respect, trust, and care, you give it, you get it, so just practice this at your workplace. And small gestures, like just giving a quick high five to your colleague, just giving all the best while they were, as I said, that while they were giving a presentation, or writing an appreciation mail to, somebody who is from a different department. Okay. Really feel valued. Try these gestures.
Okay. So have you ever seen workplace stress being reduced by human connection? And what happened if there is anything
Yes,
like that?
yes, yes, yes. Personally, yes, everybody, goes through a work stress, and I would be lying if I said that in this 13, 14 years of my work, I have never faced it, honestly. But yes, those chai breaks with your colleagues or your friends, makes a lot of difference, I would like to just give you a very real time example, of one of my colleague. Okay. He is still working in a very big corporate, and there was a very big corporate match, okay, which was held on one of the dates, at a larger scale. They had a YouTube telecast of that match. All the leaders were invited, the grounds are booked, the caterers are booked. For kids, there is a playing area, and there's a lot of money that has gone in. Okay. Just exactly 7 days before the event starts, he gets a call saying that there's a doctor's event that has come up on the same day. We have to cancel your event. Okay. And of course, anybody, okay, would start panicking, saying, oh my God, this is not a very good thing. And I don't want to be in that situation, you know. But what happened was, when the colleague was narrating this to me, and it was such wonderful experience that he shared, was he went to his boss, he sat and he said that this has happened, I am sorry, but I tried my level best, but we are not getting any other ground. They're requesting us to change the dates, and wherein our MD is not available on those respective dates, what do we do? The boss just said, calm down. It's nobody's mistake. Let's go to the procurement and purchase team and ask if we can get our refund back. They went, the procurement team and purchase team said, no, the payments are done. We cannot do anything. But let's do one thing, let's not panic. Let's together collaborate, go to the managing director and say that it was almost, I think, a matter of 20, 30 lakhs, which is not a small amount. They
Absolutely.
all collaboratively went to the managing director and said that, what, this has happened. And fortunately the company was a pharma company, and they would appreciate doctors than anybody else. They said that अगर डॉक्टर लोग खेल रहे हैं, छोड़ दो, दे दो डॉक्टर्स को, हम नेक्स्ट वाले वीक करेंगे, and I'll cancel my own tickets, but I'll be there for this weekend. But what I just, an outcome or a takeaway that I just realized from this was just that that collaboration, that those words, not very panicking words from your boss, that, hey, how did that happen, where were you, why weren't you on top of your job, that would have panicked that person all the more. Rather, the senior was calm enough, he handled it very well. The purchase and the procurement team also collaborated, everybody was calm, and things happened positively. So I just want to say that collaboration, clear communication, transparency, just being there for each other would help a lot.
Yes, I guess this narration that you just said, only tells us that, together we can move tables.
Yes,
Huh?
absolutely, absolutely.
So my next question to you then is, to practice self-love, um, what's one boundary or self-care practice you use at work to maintain emotional well-being?
Can I now? I'm going to be absolutely honest. Okay, you can be a sweetheart at work, okay, and HR are like sugar coated cookies in every organization. But what I have learned is the power of saying no is very important. Okay, respecting and not oversharing about your personal life is very, very important. Don't discuss your house matters or your issues at workplace, is very, very important. It could be just a matter of gossip for somebody else, but power of saying no is something which is very, very important. Okay. Also, if I talk about self-care and self-love, I just be very positive at workplace. But sometimes I feel that somebody is pushing me beyond my, bandwidth. I just say, no. It could be irrespective of the level that person comes from, but just, maintaining your boundaries, not oversharing your things. You could be a chirpy, butterfly, and you could be, just smiling and being, but still being very mindful of what you're talking, where you're talking, whom you're talking, and how much are you talking. Just being very mindful, saying no, and just being positive at work, I think, is my mantra of self love and self care. But yes, always remember LCRT. That's that will help everywhere, I think.
Right. So I think what your key is, you just shut doors when you are in that position. For
Yes, yes.
example, when you
I
come
will
into
just
the
I will
office, you
just tell
shut
you
the door
very,
at
very.
home, and when you go home, you shut the office door. So that's where you kind of balance your
Yes,
case.
it's not a debate of 70 hours of 100 hours. Okay. It's about how many hours you want to do, how much stress you want to take.
Fabulous. So my
Yeah.
last question for the evening then is,
Yes.
if workplace well-being was seen as a expression of care,
Mm-hmm.
how would organizations operate differently?
I'm sure there would be, X percent of profit to each and every organization. Who does not like work-life balance? Okay. I think if organization really give mental wellness that important that it should get, I think work-life balance, people's personal life, people's approach, people's don't just judge people by their KPIs and KRAs. Okay, just see how much efforts that people have put in. Okay, appreciate, motivate, let people feel valued, let them feel that they would want to get up with a smile and come with a positive mind to work. And I think just maintaining a very healthy work life balance. Just quickly, if you see a colleague that is not, probably as a leader, let me just put it in this way, that has been a performer for two consecutive quarters, and one quarter, if the quarter, if the sales or the performance is dropped, just take that colleague to a cabin and just ask, hey, is everything okay? Do you need a break? Is everything okay at home? That people do not do. They just want to see the outcome, they just want to see big numbers. But sometimes just that extra effort, that extra care, just uh, being there for somebody's mental health, well-being, understanding, caring is something which is very, very important. And I also have realized one thing, when I said I'm just continuing one thing that I want to say. A very small but a very funny incident happened. We were having a pizza, okay, at workplace, and everybody's were asked, chili flakes chalega, and I was the only one who said, no, I don't want, I'm okay with oregano, but no chili flakes, please. And and then everybody said, ha, chalega, chalega, chalega. And then suddenly, and I said, oh, everybody said yes, and I said no. And one line that my senior said that I will always remember is, if everybody is saying a yes, one of them is lying, you know? So just be yourself, carry your uniqueness to work, and appreciate, your good work, okay? And just don't practice LCRT for others, practice it first for yourself, I would rather say. Let it come from within and then for others, but if really, I would just pray and hope that we become that progressive corporates or organization who is really valuing mental health and well-being. But yes, work life balance, if you give, you're gonna see positivity, x number of sales, and trust me, a good and a healthy workplace culture at your workplace.
Yes, absolutely. It's important to have workplace culture,
Yes,
as important as getting your numbers and,
yes,
performance.
yes,
But if the workplace culture is very good, then automatically I think everything else falls in place.
yes, absolutely, it does.
Great. So, it was nice listening to all your answers to my questions. And as we wrap up now,
Yes,
let's remember that love in the workplace
yes,
isn't about grand gestures, but rather small, meaningful acts of kindness,
yes,
appreciation, and support, like you mentioned.
yes,
A word of encouragement, a simple check in, like
yes,
a hi and a hello, and how you doing? Or
yes,
fostering a culture that values well being, action that makes all the difference.
completely.
And most importantly, this February, normally being dedicated as a month of love,
Love and
let's
romance.
bring,
Yes,
yeah, let's bring more care and joy into our workplaces.
yes,
So all of you who are listening to us, if you found this conversation valuable, share it with your colleague or your team leader, because positive change starts with awareness.
yes.
And with that, I would like to thank you once again, Smita, for being on this show and giving us your answers to those questions, which could make a difference to all people around at the corporates, at organizations. And have a great day. And thank you for being there for us.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Shell, once again, and Nilofer and Ritu for giving me this opportunity. It was a lovely conversation. Sometimes it's like a mirror, when you have this heart-to-heart conversation with somebody. But all of you who are listening or who will be listening to this, I just want to say, just practice, mental care first. Think about yourself, practice LCRT, at for yourself, at your home and at your workplace. And very, very important is be kind and be calm, which is very important. So thank you so much for having me today. It was lovely discussing this with you, and I hope and I really would want each and every organization to be a place where you feel valued, you feel loved, and your mental health is completely fine, and you're being appreciated, and you want to feel happy going to work. So hearts to everybody.
Yes, Hat.
Hearts to everyone. Yes.
Chalo. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You
Bye
guys have a good
bye.
evening. Bye-bye. Bye.